Well. So we've finally reached the topic I've been asking to do for about 2 years.
Begging.
Fucking please, bribing you guys. Please let me discuss this thing that I'm very interested in.
You hadn't
the
earned it
fans.
yet. You
I
hadn't
know.
proven yourself through other topics that you were ready to discuss. What's going to be discussed today?
And the fans have been fucking on our fucking asses about this. DMs constantly.
I
Please
know.
discuss this topic. Please
firebombing
fucking.
my house. Yeah.
Well, it got to the point where I was even depriving myself to keep myself motivated in other areas of my life. But then I went and worked out 4 days in a row. So I feel like now I get my treat, which is discussing the concept of appliances.
Welcome to Joy Tactics, the podcast dedicated to all things joyful, joyous, and meeting as many celebrities as humanly possible. Hosted by Eric Rahill, Nate Veroni, and Jack Bensinger. Enjoy.
People
Thank
are so
God,
let down
man.
right now.
Let's do it. What are you talking about, let down?
Nah, because these are very essential parts of our lives, really. They're folded into the fabric of our existence.
And they are fabric, and they are everything. Toasters, that's an appliance.
That's metal.
What do you mean it's metal? It's not all metal.
Well, toaster's not fabric. The fabric toaster?
Oh, no, but that's not what I'm saying.
I see.
Yeah, just saying.
All right.
It's
We
an
need
appliance,
to not be distracted by these semantics and get to the heart of the matter.
which is
Appliances.
the meaning.
Right.
Because
Well, I'll put it this way, okay? Because this really affected my life this week. We have a Samsung washer, right? Our landlord provides it to us at the house.
Right. Everyone knows that.
that we
Everyone
rent.
knows the
Right,
brand
well, I've been
name
talking
of
about
your-
it for a few months.
Samsung washer. What else you got? A fucking Mitsubishi vacuum? I don't understand.
And this shit is busted. And basically what would happen was we would wash the clothes and then it wouldn't spin. So then you get the clothes out, they're sopping wet. That's not supposed to happen. All right. So then you have to wring the hands out by hand like they did back in the 1800s down by the river.
Wring the hands out.
They would wring the clothes out by hand.
I see.
And so I got a little taste of what life used to be like, which was hell, essentially. Just put it that way. And then the guy came out and he said the washer's toast. So now, and I want to hear people sound off on this, we're getting a top loading washer instead of the one that you put, where the door's on the side. Now the door's going to be on the top. And those are a lot more effective and a lot
top
more reliable.
loading?
That's right.
Top load? Yeah, I like
top,
those two
the fat
words.
load from the top. Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm paying attention.
It's crazy.
I feel like this hat makes me look like I have a black, those black surgical gloves that guys who make boutique burgers wear. You know what I mean? Looks like I have like a wet glove from beef juice.
Like you're smoking.
And some hand-cut fries, truffle
meats.
fries on the way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got that brisket. Fuck your head. You're giving like brisket
master
connoisseur. Well,
Smoke
not like
master.
Richard
Ross.
Ross, just like brisket employee,
brisket apprentice who gets fired
Rick
for
Ross?
alcoholism.
Yeah.
Rick
Yeah,
Ross.
Rick Ross. You look like
Yeah, of
Richard
course.
Ross, the pitmaster.
We need to get you
That's
a
about my
septum
assessment.
piercing, dude.
Yo, there is a guy who makes peppers. Do you know about this guy who makes peppers? He grows peppers.
Which one?
Extremely hot
about-
peppers.
Oh, you're talking about Smoking Ed Curry, probably.
Smoking Ed Curry. And this might be too mean to say. I don't mean to be mean to somebody.
Is it about his weight?
I feel like I look like him a little bit right now. No, but I see him sometimes online and I want to hear what he has to say, but he's like a little too busted looking.
Eric. Oh, Eric.
He's too ugly
To
for
look
you
at.
to.
You will.
Sometimes.
And what does that mean? You don't respect ugly people's information?
I
Jesus.
do, man.
You don't-
I love ugly
Christ.
people.
You
I
would
think
be
there should
so
more of 'em.
trickable. You would be so trickable. You walk into a strip club or a modeling agency. These people are going to take advantage of you, Eric. This is something you need to get over.
Yeah.
What if I
maybe.
start getting me and Nate are going to start getting really, really hot, and then what? You're just going to listen to us?
I'd like that if you guys got crazy fucking hot. It would motivate me.
What's happening?
Because when you show up in a group, you're elevated by the people or brought down by the people around you.
Right.
So if you show up to the club with 7 male supermodels, you all of a sudden are bumped up 2 points just by association. But if you show up to the club with 7 Smoke Master, what's his name?
Smoke Master Ed.
Smoke Master Eds, you get brought down a few points.
Well, hold on, man. Because if you put, you know what I'm saying? If you put a bunch of, you might, how do I say this? If you're standing next to a bunch of 10s, maybe you were a 7. Now you're a fucking 2. You see what I'm saying? It's like when you like,
not
I don't
according
know.
to the data that I've read about.
Well, you are being tricked. You're being scammed and tricked into purchasing. Just go to Pew Research. Why won't you just join me in going on pewresearch.com every day? You
I
always
don't
go
have
to
the time.
alternatives.
I haven't had the time because of what I've been working on.
But today I got time.
But today, Friday, yeah, I'll carve out a couple hours for preresearch.com.
All right.
We'll take a few hours
Pew
you guys
research.
ever-
Pew pew.
Did you guys ever see the documentary about Abercrombie and Fitch and Hollister?
Not yet.
And it was about how they would. This was like in my area too, because the first Abercrombie and Fitch and the first Hollister are in Columbus, Ohio, and they would recruit like hot people from high schools in the area, and they would
Right.
base like the employees on their like they would only hire you if you were attractive. And I think it led to some lawsuits and such. But I remember going past all of the Hollisters and Abercrombies at the mall in Columbus, and I was like, damn, because they would have them stand at the front of the door, the hottest people in fucking Columbus, the hottest teens. And you'd be like, damn, like these people are fucking hot. Like I gotta go in here and buy a fucking some
Right.
sandals or something.
Should we change our Zoom windows based on the size of like the ugliest one of us is gonna have a little tiny ass square, you know what I'm saying? So Nate Yields will be
Right.
like the size of a pea, and then Eric Yields will be like a little bigger, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, what are you
But
saying? You're
as
saying
our
I'm the
hotness has
ugliest.
changed,
So you're saying I'm the ugliest member of Joy Tactics right now? Is that what's going down?
Is that what you're pitching? Whoa, man.
That's what
No,
you
I'm not
just
saying
said.
that.
You just said I was the
It's not what I
smallest.
just said, dude. I
tile.
just said that your size of your frame would be the smallest, rank based on looks.
Sound
No,
off in
that's
the chat.
evil.
Who's the most fuggliest fucking member of Joy Tactics?
don't
and be
do it.
respectful.
Don't,
by
actually,
the way.
please don't fucking do it. Please.
No, we're not sensitive. None of us are
Yeah.
sensitive, so that's easy for us to
and be specific
to
at
hear and
what
deal with.
types of their body parts you don't like and what could be improved.
And what you
No,
like
this is
extra,
dangerous. This
and
is
what you want
dangerous. This
us
is
to put
dangerous.
extra fat on and fucking shape and curvature on.
We need to pivot right now.
Wait, I do
What-
want to say that
okay.
reminds me of the Abercrombie and Fitch thing. Maybe I've said it before, but do you guys know that? Because with American Apparel in 2009, 2010, you also had to submit a headshot. Do you know this?
Yeah.
And I know those dirty American Apparel manager bastards were preying upon some of the local teenagers. So I don't abide by that, but I wanted to work there so fucking bad. I sent in the most sexiest headshot I could find.
Oh wow.
Denied.
Not
And I
even
got
one of
so
you,
denied.
just the sexiest one.
Nah, I did one of me. But I had
Okay.
my friend take a picture of me on the train platform. And I was about 140 pounds at the time, and I looked fucking good.
I'm gonna start a
skinny
thing
snack.
based hiring process where you send in a picture of your thing and
Right.
you know
You talking
we kinda
about
just go from
DEI?
there.
Dick what's E?
Initiatives.
Well, E's
Dick. Oh, it's E.
Dick.
Dick.
Dick enforced.
Dick
Dick
enlargement.
Enforcement University.
You-
Something like that. Yeah. But that would be amazing, right? Everybody in the whatever the big lots that I'm running or something just has massive fucking things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And that can apply to people with the other genitalia as well. So you can have a massive, P word.
Hoo-ha.
Because some people do, by the way, and good for them.
Someone has the
That's
biggest
awesome.
one. Yeah.
Definitely someone has the biggest one.
I won't say who,
But I
but I know
Man.
she's in Congress, American Congress. Nah.
All right, what else? Okay, back to appliances. I mean,
right.
bro, Do you guys even I mean, Dream Appliance now. Say the Dream Appliance.
Espresso machine that costs $10,000. Expensive espresso machine. Dream product.
You want the La Marzocco? What's it called? The one that they have in the shops.
Yeah. The steel ones, man, with like fucking 4 tamps.
Oh, you
on
like
it.
steel shit.
I love steel. I love it. It's a great
But Nate,
metal.
you realize this is like a parent advising their kid not to get a horse because of how much they have to take care of it. But you realize if you got one of those La Marzocco's, it's not a toy, right? This is a beautifully crafted machine. You have to take care of it, clean it.
Fuck that shit. My shit's got to be the most disgusting, whatever it is, espresso machine. It's about to be caked over and fucking coffee grinds.
Oh, if you put fucking keef in it, like firecrackers making edibles, firecracker style.
Oh yeah.
Do that with just put a bunch of keef in an espresso tin or whatever and lock it in and just make a little. I bet that would make it a little, some type of THC in it.
The creamy green shot.
THC
Matcha.
in coffee. Yeah, that's a combination right there.
Seth Rogen hit my line. Eric, smoke off with Seth Rogen. Who wins?
Smoke off with me and Seth?
Yeah.
That's up for debate, honestly.
Right. Because it's not about
one of
quantity.
my resolutions is to up my THC tolerance immediately.
Dude, I just watched a funny video. Y'all want to hear it? Or what?
Please.
Or what? Be honest. All right, check it out. So it's a Jolioli coming at you style video. You know
well, how's he doing?
Oh, he's doing awesome. He got a haircut. He's got his kids playing with his kids. They have mulberry trees surrounding his entire fucking property where the chicken coop used to be that he took out. He built a zip line going to the trampoline that's way too low, so his kid has to like kip up. It's like really, it's so sweet. But I was watching a throwback one. Jolioli coming at you from Custom Grow 420. If you don't know him, look up Custom Grow 420. But he's doing like a smoke off with Steve Will Do It, who I don't support politically. But
they're linking up. Like he's that big that he's.
This is an old video. It's like a.
Okay.
Damn,
I didn't know he was at that level that he could get to Steve, man.
He's a legend. Well, Steve is a big pothead, and if you have ever heard of marijuana, you've heard of Jolioli, please. But they have a smoke off, and it's like all the like Steve Will Do It's crew is standing around, like a bunch of 19-year-olds, conservative lunatics standing around the two of them, like packing bowl after bowl, and to see like who stops first. And Steve stops after like a bowl and a half. And then everybody cheers for Jolioli, and then he doesn't stop, and the cheering dies down, and Jolioli just keeps coughing and packing, and like he stops using a lighter and takes out a blowtorch and starts torching. Like,
oh my god,
it's so funny. He's like 37, and he's surrounded by 19-year-olds. Everyone's just silently watching him. Like,
what's my favorite video that I used to make us watch?
Is it the 1 gram dab?
The 1 gram dab challenge.
Oh, that's a legendary one.
Best video on the
Damn, I just looked up the Nelk Boys.
The knife hits.
Their latest video, partying with Conor McGregor in Ireland, featuring Sydney Sweeney. Damn,
that's what we need to be titling.
She's up in the video. She's associating with these fools.
I think so. I mean, it says featuring.
Wake up, man!
I'm gonna have to message her again. God, I've been messaging her a lot of tips, PR tips, how to grow her career.
The first message is you up, safely. And then the second one is I have problems. She hasn't responded. I have deep concerns with your ties to the Nelk Boys.
Guys, look what I'm about to hit. Athletic nicotine. It's athletic nicotine, bro.
Why'd you bring that into frame?
Because we got sent some, and it's amazing. And by the way,
it's pretty good actually.
They have one. This is what I've been looking for, high and low. They have 1.5 milligram.
I think they could broadcast that to the fucking public that they have the lock on the 1.5s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and the flavor's good as well.
I'm gonna have to invest in heavily.
Honestly, what's the name of the company?
Athletic Nicotine.
Athletic Nicotine. That's got a good ring to it. I could go for one because in my job, I just can't afford a headache. And products like nicotine tend to help with the way that I function on the job. So that's why I take Athletic What is it?
Style nicotine.
Athletic style nicotine. No reason.
Damn, that's a great.
Nate, you got one in
we
right
need
now?
to get some ads for Jack, dude. Jack. that
Oh,
was a
bro, we
good-
need ad reads now.
Take me out of this fucking podcast and let me just have a 20-minute segment where I'm monologuing on these products. Because I can speak to the heart of American people and put honesty back in the product. Fucking people are, it's so nasty watching all these car commercials these days that are so clearly like AI generated and trying to pry at you. Like, put some
Yup.
humanity back into these things. And
All right, Jack. So
Makes you sick.
on topic, do one for Ninja Air Fryer now.
in my job, you just can't afford a headache. That's why I get the Ninja Air Fryer 5000. It's one way to simply solve all my solutions.
But you actually use it, so put some of your personal experience up in
All right, check it out. Do you have a bag, 9-month-old bag of frozen shrimp, and you don't know what the fuck to do with it anymore? Follow me. I can't live my, I can't live my, I can't walking into my kitchen. I can't live my, I can't live my, I can't live my life. Dumping the shrimp into the fucking tin. I can't live my life this way. Then all of a sudden, I guess I turn it on to 400 degrees for 10 minutes.
Boom.
Take them out, no seasoning.
Mhm.
Put the fucking the water that's left from all the frozen shrimp. Get that shrimp water straight into a cup. Pretend like I'm gonna
Yes.
chug it. Then I don't.
Psych
It's
out
just showing
your
my humor.
girlfriend.
Right.
This is one of those
Right, make some
brand things where
content.
they'll pay you like not to talk about them. Like they don't want
Oh,
you
yeah.
to be associated with. You know they do that with
Yeah.
celebrities.
Well,
like
then-
if R. Kelly started rocking like Asics shoes, in jail, and he was taking a bunch of pictures of
In
it, they'd like
jail.
pay him not to like take them off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
In movies, they do it too.
I'm
Well,
just.
movies
I will
do-
be.
they do all
I'll
sorts
tell
of
you
things.
what. I will be taking advantage of that loophole in the system crazily when I get the chance to.
You're gonna have to tank your reputation pretty intensely.
I mean that's easy.
When it comes to appliances, I want that rich person giant double door stainless steel industrial fridge.
What the Nancy Pelosi.
I want the Nancy Pelosi Jenny's ice cream freezer on lock, and I'm going to get it. I'm going to manifest this now. I'm going to have one of those in the next fucking 12 years.
Well,
Within the next
the
12
way you
years.
manifest
Wow.
is you visualize it in the current present tense, Eric. So it's not.
I can't because it
going
wouldn't
to.
fit in our apartment.
See, now you can't manifest. Then you're this is a self-limiting belief that you have right now.
Are you in an apartment?
It's more. What would you call this, Nate?
Your
House.
crib.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I would call it a house. I guess because it's like not connected to any other units.
Right. So
And
I
the
guess
address
it's a
is
small house.
1678.
Fucking Sunset Boulevard.
Right. Yeah, Rich People Street, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rich People Street.
Jack,
And what would
what's your dream appliance?
And be real with it. before
Actually,
you
can
get
I
all
take mine
weird.
back real quick while you think? Mine is the
Yeah.
the hyperbolic chamber that LeBron James sleeps in at night, meant for athletes.
What's that?
It's
What
like
does
a
that do?
hyperbolic chamber. I
Is it
don't know,
hyperbaric?
but yeah, maybe I'm thinking of the Dragon Ball
It's
Z
like a
thing.
healing thing. Yeah, the hyperbolic is, there's no time
It's like
inside
a
of
tank.
that.
It's
but
like a fucking like tanning bed sort of style thing that
Nate,
you just
people have been catching on to your different wordings with that. You try to sneak past us. I saw someone just comment, Nate, did you say wreck habage?
The sad thing is I know that
Dude,
that's
I'm gonna
not
go wreck
right.
habage.
Like I know what the right thing to say is in that scenario.
It
Like
happens.
it's not like I don't know. I'm just saying it wrong. Like
Right.
interesting.
Oh
Cool. So I'm
All right,
being
I got
fucking
mine.
bullied once again.
no, your behavior is being brought to light. That's what's happening.
Can mine be a bunch of appliances?
Yeah, dude, we have fucking time. We have time.
All right. Basically, there was there's a house that I want to replicate that I went to once.
Is it that smart house in the Disney Channel show?
No,
I
I
just
didn't go
thought the
there.
same thing, Nate, by the way.
It just was this guy who's
Because
like,
I was like, a house isn't an appliance. So what are you about to fucking say right now?
well, all right, I'll say this. What I want is a 90s style movie theater room. Does that count as an appliance? Where it's like
We'll
the
break it
big
down for us.
fucking the giant ass wall with like the like busted tan leather recliners all lined up next to each
Oh
other,
yeah, yeah.
and then like a giant fucking, I don't know if it, yeah, like a giant fucking screen.
Dude, there was
And I
this
could,
rich kid in my suburb that had one of those in his house, and he threw a party there. And this was one of those parties where I was like a part of the crew that like what wasn't getting head, and then like everybody else, like I found out later, was like getting like sucked off in the movie theater, in
All right.
the bedrooms and everything. And I was like, where was I? Like, I mean, not that I wanted to like be there while they were getting sucked off, but I just wanted to be aware that that was happening. You know,
you just wanted to know about
just
it.
I just wanted to know
it's
that that was
happening.
an option.
You just
at
wanted
those
honesty.
parties.
Right.
Honesty from your fucking friends.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes total sense. I don't know anybody who had, like, I know, yeah, I knew a couple people growing up who had
who got
suite
head?
style basements. No. And I feel like all of them, the parents who owned that shit, were either legally criminals and convicts, in like a white collar scary way, or just a bit violent and horrifying to be around.
Hmm.
What's
You
up
win
with
some,
that?
you lose some in life, really. Take what you can get.
All right, yeah. Would you want to have the coolest fucking house in the world, but your kids call the cops on you?
Yeah, good question, man.
Because of your
Let's see.
behavior?
Sure,
This
why
happened.
not?
The David
My
Hasselhoff.
friends, I was having a sleepover one time at my friend's house, and my parents, Jesus, their parents called the cops on their own daughter, and I was thinking, yeah, this fucking checks out.
Well, what did she do to deserve that?
I think it was just an argument. I don't know. I don't know what the point of that was. I don't know why they would have done that.
Oh man, one time. I haven't even thought about this in a long time, but one time I was young, probably 12, 13, and I pretended to take a butcher knife and like cut my arms open in front of my brother, and I pretended to die on the kitchen floor, and he called 911, and the police came.
Jesus.
And they talked to me about how irresponsible that was.
And then they showed you Jackass, and they said, "Film it
They're
next
like,
time."
but we
buddy."
get it, man. That's hilarious that you did that and scared the fuck out of your brother who thought you died. Man, why did I do that, man? Why do we do the things that we do? We don't
And
know
you're an
why this
older
behavior
sibling
happens.
too.
I know, man. I fucked
That
So
is
up.
you're supposed to
cruel.
be teaching your fucking younger brother.
I know.
How to
Well, then
behave, how to act.
then I went into crazy teaching mode, and I taught him a lot of things that he still uses to this day.
Yeah. Oh, if you're an older brother and you want to fucking bond with your little sibling, tell them, close your eyes. And this goes for any age. Tell them, close your eyes and just grab them by the shoulders and say, now imagine you're on a roller coaster, and start shaking them.
Wow,
Yeah.
man.
Do that.
Damn.
Grow their imagination.
Are you ever sad, Jack, that you're the youngest?
Yeah.
Do you ever wish that you could have a simulation where you're the older brother and
Are
experience?
you about to tell me that there is an athletic nicotine that could help me change this?
No, just instead of a rage room, like a different sibling order room where you then get to be the middle child.
Oh,
You get to
wow.
experience what being the youngest is like. You get to experience what being an orphan's like.
I would love that. And I get that through watching films, but I'd love to do that through just, being in a room where that's the case. Could we
Dude,
still break stuff?
Being the youngest
Yeah, you
sibling
can
is
still break
the
shit.
fucking best. Because being the oldest sibling is you bear the responsibility of like making sure people in your family members are like, when the birthdays are, like, you're getting the gifts, you're you're just naturally have to take charge. And when you're the youngest, you can kind of just coast and be along for the ride, and nobody really expects you to do anything, or at least in my family, nobody does.
Well, then, dude, I think you're intellectually aligned with Theo Vaughn, because in his interview with Donald Trump, when Donald Trump's talking about his older brother that was addicted to alcohol and pills, and how that made him not ever want to drink or do drugs in his life, Theo Vaughn said, yeah, man, the older brothers, they take a lot of the speed bumps. And Donald Trump didn't even really, I don't think, heard what he said. But
my brother took the autism speed bump, and I learned I'm going to go a different route.
Shout out to Love on the Spectrum. I know we just talked about this shit, but I just watched episode 1 last night. Dang, if that's not a good watch.
We're in the age
I'm
of
almost
autism.
done with it.
Who's your favorite?
I think we already discussed this, but James B. Jones and
right,
is definitely.
Yeah, we did.
All right, move on. We can't go back.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Nope, it's gone.
I heard there's an Australian
let me
one.
Shout out another appliance called the Mocha Master.
What's that,
bro?
Is it about coffee?
What does it sound like to you? What does it sound like?
Well, it sounds like something that dumps chocolate all wherever you want.
Yeah, turning like
the Mocha Master.
Into
it sounds like a football mascot or something.
It's a coffee machine, bro. It's an elevated coffee machine, and it's amazing.
What makes it elevated?
It just looks like a Breaking Bad style appliance.
Meth?
You can never describe like why it's like better. Like I feel like I've heard you talk about this coffee appliance like a couple times, and I'm like, what makes it special? And you're like, it just like there's nothing. I don't want to dog you.
All right. Let me put it this way, because you could get a couch, right? That's made that technically you can sit on, but it's made of fucking nails and rusty ass needles, right? And you could sit on that.
Right.
And technically, that's a couch, right? Serving the same purpose.
Are you offended
but
right
then
now,
you go
Eric,
to
that I'm saying this about your coffee machine? You seem so locked in right now to
well, dude, it's
metaphor.
athletic nicotine. It's because I'm fucking nicotined out. 1.5 milligrams of focus.
No, go on.
It's
with
just about
okay,
you
so
want
I'm
things
on a
that
couch
elevate
with
your
nails
sense
on
of
it.
living. What's that?
So you're saying like a Mr. Coffee is like sitting on a chair with like spikes
Exactly.
in it. And the Mocha Master is like a regular couch.
A very comfortable couch that you want to sit on.
Right. Okay.
It makes you want to make coffee. I just look at it and I think, damn, I'd love to just make a cup and sit down with my book.
All right.
And I deserve that, by the way, because I've worked hard, and I don't even have to work hard to deserve a good thing. You know what I mean? We deserve good things because we're alive, right?
Right.
I feel like that you're like six like more layers of you kept discovering things. I feel like if you kept digging, we'd get to a really interesting realization about
that's what my Substack is for, that I'm about to release all my writings on.
Wow.
Appliances.
And Substack is where you go to get the news.
Why have we not talked about the layers of soil? We've never dipped into that ever.
Wow.
We
haven't talked about the crust.
Save it, bro. Don't even start. Save it.
So if you're not here if you're not a patron yet, get ready.
Yo,
get ready, because worms, magma.
Literally, fuck appliances. We're talking about the fucking layers of soil, dude. Now this is what I'm fucking talking about, dude.
Do you guys want to see what's next to me on my table?
Of course.
No, we want to talk about soil.
We're saving that. I told you guys we're saving that. I made the executive decision to save that.
All right.
Now, here's what's next to me. I've shown this before. A summer reading book called Hyperion. Bottle of sunscreen called Vacation. Swimming goggles.
Why are you doing this?
And water bottle.
Why I'm
just showing it. Just looking at these products, it gives me immense joy.
That's your GQ essentials.
This is I'm going to the pool after this essentials, and that's true.
Ready? Object honesty section of the podcast. Goblet full of trash from whatever. from what the Madonna Inn, cool goblet full of trash. I've got had a headache yesterday, about a 20-hour headache.
What's medicine?
This is Walgreens brand all day pain relief.
What's the medicine though?
What do you mean?
What's the name of the
It's
medicine?
Percocet.
naproxen sodium tablets. Pain
So
reliever.
that's essentially a generic Aleve, dude.
Yeah, that's
Do
right.
not mix that with ibuprofen. You could die. I'm serious.
I've tried. Doesn't work. A bit of loose gum.
Jack's immortal.
Chilling.
Loose orbit.
Loose orbit. I got statue from my aunt's house. I mean, the list goes on. I got fucking tech decks and wires all over the ground. My life is good, man. More clothes than you could imagine.
Good.
My life is good.
That's fucking good. Nate, are you going to be radically honest right now, or are you going to be radically lying to us?
Hold on, just give me a second. What do we got here? I just bought this. This is lubricant for your eyes. Eye lube.
Sure, man. I believe you.
For contacts.
Excuse me, bro.
You know how your eyes get dry. You don't wear contacts, Eric. Jack, you know about this.
I don't wear contacts either.
You're lying. These are I was wearing fucking contacts recently and I was like, man, like my eyes are so fucking dry. I need some lubrication for this shit. And I was like, certainly they have eye drops for contacts. And Amazon.com came through with the Systane contacts,
Bro, they have
lubricant eye drops.
everything.
Shout out to Amazon. Speaking
Shout
of
out.
appliances, these guys are the fucking Midas touch of appliances. Everything they touch turns to an appliance.
I have the phone number of the Spectrum internet guy that came over so that I can
Read
follow
it
up
out.
with him.
Read it out to everybody.
I got to give a shout out. I've been so I've not had a great attitude with Spectrum, and rightfully so, for the past 8 months. But I need to give a shout out to Mr. Lawrence P. at Spectrum because he came
Lawrence
over
Pussy.
and stop, man, stop, literally stop, dude. That's hilarious. How do you come up with this shit? How the fuck do you come up with this shit?
You guys
man?
are great.
That was crazy. That was literally nuts. Lawrence Pussy came over.
Sorry.
And well, he just basically hooked me up, fixed sort of made a timeline to fix what was my devastating internet problems. So
When
big
they
shout
come
out
through with
to
the
him.
timeline, you know they're serious.
Right. And I gave him his props too. I was like, dude, you're the best fucking Spectrum person that's came out. And trust me, I've had the gambit of them. And yeah, so the internet's popping. Has my internet been pretty good this session? I've been
Flawless.
cutting
It's
out
been
at
pretty
all?
good. A little bit
It's
of
been
freezing,
pretty good
but
or pristine?
No, you have the worst out of all of us. Like you're a little like pixely from what I can see, and you've frozen
No,
a little
come
bit,
on,
but
dude.
not
Are you fucking
bad.
And I'm on the MacBook Pro. Fucking what is this, dude? I'm on the most powerful MacBook Pro known to man right now. The M3 Max chip, 64 gigabytes, Mac OS Sonoma 4.6. You're telling me I'm coming in fucking pixelated, dude?
yeah.
Fuck.
It's not Apple's
And
fault.
Nate, man, I did just hear you sneak in another Nate word, but this is a common one.
What?
You said gambit, dude.
What's wrong with that?
What did I say?
It's gamut.
No, it's not.
When did I
It's
even
gamut.
say that?
It's the gambit. You've had
No.
the whole gambit.
Nope.
It's
What did I-
gambit.
I literally don't
G-A-M-B-T.
It's
even
a
remember.
Nelson
saying
UT.
Mandela
that.
effect. Or just Nelson Mandela.
What was the
effect.
phrase
What'd you
that I
say, Justin
used?
Mandela? What'd you say?
No.
Justin.
I said it right.
Bro,
But I
I
think
just
it's
looked it up.
It's the gambit.
Essentially, gambit is about strategy and calculated risk, whereas gamut is about the extent or scope of something.
Okay, that's
Well, I
for
was
sheep.
referring to the X-Men character. You
Dude,
know that, right?
Gambit is sick. You mean Channing Tatum?
Whoa!
Bring his
21
ass
Jump
back.
Street.
I don't do that. I read fucking graphic novels and comic books, and I don't associate actors with them.
Right.
I'd do that for real. I couldn't name one fucking actor still, except for Vin Diesel, the GOAT. hanging
Anton
on the wall
Yelchin.
right here. He's dead, Eric. Don't do that.
I cannot stop thinking about him, dude. For some reason, I saw an ad that I thought he was in, and I was like, man, could you imagine if he was still alive?
If they
He
made Alpha Dog 2, where he
was
comes back
such a
as a
good
ghost.
actor, dude.
He was.
It seems like a mistake that he's gone.
You know what I think
God
it's
fucked
time?
up. He meant to run over Elon
God's
Musk with
been
his own
fucking
car.
up, dude. God's fucked up many things, in my opinion.
Guys, do you know what I think it's time for? Is I'm just gonna read you this title, and then I think people will have a very clear idea of what's about to happen. The title of this prose entry is called 80-Year-Old Man in His First Porn.
And his what?
In his first porn.
Is this
Mr.
a Nutbuster?
Nutbuster DC.
Yeah.
In his
So
latest
while we were talking about
short
a
story.
deceased, gone too soon, deceased
You
actor,
thought
you
it's
were
a good time to
Googling
bring
fucking
up
porn?
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus
So this
Christ.
is more of a, I guess, a short story than a poem. So he's kind of branching out in that way, which is good for him. So
Good for
I'm not going to
Nutbuster,
read the whole
dude.
thing, but maybe let's give a couple paragraphs and see how we, let's give some constructive feedback, I guess, on this.
Right. All right.
Okay. So this is 80-Year-Old Man in his first porn. So for him, agreeing to appear in the adult film was simply a logical decision he made as part of a mission to see that sex negative norms are removed from our society's vocabulary and replaced with the implicit message that our birthright is to enjoy erotic joy and bliss. Wow.
Mhm.
It
I
was
agree with that.
splendid. How could it not be? I was in a blessed rural setting, surrounded by a cast and crew of loving, competent, supportive brothers intent on sharing the good news and healing power of pleasure. What could be more delightful? And if you've seen the video with the two adorable models performing, what else could be lacking? The best part
Adorable.
was just being there and doing it. I find these days that my body is indeed a temple where intimacy and ecstasy intermingle. Whenever I am engaged in its erotic energies, I am transported into domains that give assurance of the goddess of all of life and why I'm here, embodied, to spread the good word that it is available to all beings. You may ask,
All
would
right.
I do it again?
Wait.
Absolutely. That's where I'll stop. You guys have some
You're going to stop.
well, it's pretty long. I just don't want to.
I think it's clear to me that this man, this so-called fictional character, is actually Nutbuster personified. Because if my calculations are correct, and if we're going off that picture of him on the website, I think Nutbuster DC would be about 80 years old. And I
You
think he
this
does see pleasure.
autobiographical?
I think he's dreaming. I think he's in a state-sponsored nursing home, but I do think that
I forgot that it was about an 80-year-old.
Right, that's the main part of it. But I do
Well,
think he
every
believes that
story-
erotic pleasure is a birthright.
That's
It
for
is,
sure.
honestly.
Bro, it is. Yeah.
He was 80 in that story. I totally ruled that out in my head. I forgot it.
It's an 80-year-old man participates in his first porn experience.
Am I wrong that it's kind of set up in a way that I feel like there's going to be, it made me think that there's going to be a sad human turn of rejection. And it starts out in this community and it's almost setting it up in a way that implies that one day he's going to go back to the urban hellscape of non-sexual behavior, as contrasted with this rural sexual fantasy. Like, I feel like that's where he was going with it, was coming back to reality and realizing, why is the world like this? Why can't I live in my fantasy?
It's rural.
Why do I have to go by Nutbuster DC? Why can't I go by Jeremy White, whatever his real name is? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Did you get that feeling? The underlying human pain beneath that?
Right. I mean,
Or were
we
you
didn't
not
read the
fucking
whole
listening?
thing, so maybe it does go there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it does take that turn.
That's what I would like to know. Will you just read the last sentence?
Yeah, let me read the last sentence here of this.
Thanks, Nate.
Get
I got you.
acquainted and train your mind. that's more significant than sex organ. So the sentence doesn't even make sense. So
All right, so he's getting tired. I think Nutbuster DC is getting sleepy.
wait, sorry,
by the
I
end.
read that wrong. Sorry, I don't want to
Oh,
disrespect
they-
Nutbuster DC. I read that wrong. It does
Nuster.
dramatically make
Nutbuster
sense.
DC.
Get acquainted and train your mind. That's your most significant sex organ. Apologies to Mr. Nutbuster
Okay.
DC.
That makes me think that there came a time within that story where he was shamed for having a small penis or something, and now he's ending it with having to like maybe when the porn came out, it was that it's this 80-year-old that was like the tiniest little thing in the world, and he was made fun of, and he had to kind of go on this journey to realize like no,
Get
your
the
Does your
mind.
self-respect
shit
back.
shrink as you age?
No, it's the opposite.
Not for me. Yeah, exactly the same.
It gets more wet
Mine's
and
getting
loose.
all different looking.
Or not?
Right.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, don't you guys think we should have an in memoriam section of this podcast and
Oh,
play some
yeah.
music?
Yeah, who's gone? Who's left us?
Let's play some music. Thank you,
Right.
William Shakespeare.
William
King
Shakespeare,
Tut.
just people that have just died in history.
Vern Troyer. Martin Shkreli next week when I fucking kill his ass. Damn. Okay.
right. A man
Everybody
named
listening
William
from laughter.
A man named William from my hometown.
Damn.
He's gone.
Oh no! Here
Guy
we
named-
go.
another guy named
Eric's going
Will.
to take the next 20 minutes to list everybody from his childhood that has passed away violently. Robin
Sean
Williams.
Right.
Thank you
Yeah.
for all that you've done, all the joy that you've brought. You passed away way too soon.
Pierce
And-
Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan is
Kunis.
dead.
Not dead yet, but when he goes, I will be too emotional to speak on it, so I'm getting ahead of it now. We'll miss you. We appreciate what you did for the Bond franchises, and we loved your appearance and Mrs. Doubtfire alongside your fellow angel, Robin Williams.
Ozzy Osbourne.
He's still with us.
No, but in many ways, he left us decades
Long
ago.
ago. Right.
I think that's everyone.
Jimmy Carter, thank you for passing. It was a long time coming. You needed to
Thanks,
go,
man.
and I know that and I'm just so
That
glad
was-
that you finally just passed on to the next realm, because it was just looking real bad for your ass.
Can we actually
Shit.
put that song back on for a second? I miss you. I wish you were still here. You left too soon. Robin Williams. They should do that.
A beatbox over classical music.
The fucking, what's it called? In memoriam beatbox.
I also want to shout everybody that's been killed or passed away from medical reasons in the show The Pit on HBO, medical
Fictional
drama.
deaths. Oh, I didn't know
Right,
we were allowed to
fictional
even
deaths.
go there.
Oh, you can go anywhere on this show on Joy Tactics.
Really? Wow.
That show, by the way, is blowing me away with how watchable it is.
The Pit. Yeah, you've been saying that, man. People
I'm
are
telling you, at the
loving
gym,
the fuck
go
out of
watch
that
The Pit.
show.
The Pit? That's the People's Improv Theater?
That is what that is, but no,
New York joke. Nah.
it's called The Pit after a hospital in Pittsburgh, in an ER, starring Noah
Oh,
Wiley.
okay. Well, I'm glad they're doing that.
So
Yeah,
appliances. Yeah. So I'm
How
trying to
about
think
this?
of what is. Okay, go ahead, Jack.
I do want to get into the word because it doesn't quite make fucking sense to me. What are you
Apply.
applying? What are you
Appliance.
applying with these things? They should be called not appliances because they're not applying; they are achieving. So, or
No, it makes sense. It's
execution. They should be called not executioners, but they should be called doers. You see what I'm saying? What? How does it make sense, Eric?
well, because they're physical applications to real physical problems. See what
Oh,
I'm
so
saying?
you're applying the theorem
Mhm.
by which these objects can be dealt with. So the toaster is applying the theorem of heat.
Well, what does
Right,
appliance rhyme with?
exactly.
Reliance. What do we do with all these tools in our house? We rely upon them. It's
Was
that
why,
simple,
but
dude.
why does the
Next
rhyming?
question.
Well, no, why does the rhyming make it happen? Why does that justify it? Because it also rhymes with.
With what? Yeah,
Your
Harrison,
Highness.
you got this. Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
Your
Wow.
Highness.
nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
so does that mean that I'm meant to revolt against the evil, wicked machinery all around me?
Well, think back to the movie The Brave Little Toaster, right? That
Never
movie is
seen it.
all about appliances
Right.
and
Well, it's
their
about-
inner thoughts and what they're fucking up to. And don't
We
they
should
do
put
kind
on
of a revolt?
We should put on a stopwatch and see how fast Jack can rhyme certain words.
You don't really want to see that happen because it'll be shocking.
The fastest, the fastest off the cuff rhyme.
That's what they
All
need to
right,
add to the New York Times. The New York Times daily freestyle, where they give you a word to start with, and then you got to kind of submit an audio tape or something.
Okay, Jack, I got a word for you.
And this is a
And we
speed
need,
challenge.
and this is the speed rhyme challenge right now.
This will be
And I
within
know
0 seconds.
You've been training your whole fucking life for this. All right. Your first word,
Go
Jack.
ahead. Yeah.
Starting in 3, 2.
Wait.
Silver. Sorry, you want me to pause?
Milver.
All right, I'm gonna give you another word because
Yeah.
you had fucking time to think about that shit. By the way,
That doesn't have anything that rhymes with it.
I'm giving you hard words to rhyme,
Oh,
dude.
okay.
This
I was
is
gonna
a
ask how
challenge,
many.
man.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Do you have one for silver though?
What?
Do you have one for silver? Just
Yeah,
wondering.
I do. Silver.
Here, I'll time it.
There's no such thing as that. All right, hold on. There's no such thing.
Are you
That's
throwing
there's
in the
no such
towel?
thing.
Just let me know because I'll stop.
No, I'm not throwing in the towel. I'm throwing the towel back at you, biatch. You can't
You're at
rhyme
11
silver.
seconds, dude.
Silver. There's probably a town name. I said Milver. That's what I said. I said that within 0 seconds.
Silver's not a
town.
fucking word, dude. You
It's
giving
a town.
up?
Yes, it is.
Let's move
No, I
on.
didn't.
You could slant rhyme it with Wilbur.
Wilmer Valderrama.
Eric,
Wilmer
you're not a part of this, dude. You're not
No,
a part of
just
this.
Remember when I sent you the picture of his little parking spot, Jack?
I do remember that. Yo
Yeah.
Mama. Remember that show?
I saw his parking spot at a studio lot. I'll just put it that way.
I'll put a bomb on that.
I'll
right,
put,
your
put
next
a love
word,
bomb
Jack.
on it saying thank you for all your acting.
Your next word.
All
Are
right.
you ready?
Chocolates.
Well, let me put my headphones in. Eric, you don't count.
All right. Ready?
All right.
3,
Yeah, I'm ready.
2, 1. Toilet.
Ointment.
Ointment. Ointment and toilet.
That counts.
Just try
counts.
that in a rhyme. Just try that in a rap bar real quick and see if it.
Yo,
'cause
I
don't
just
think that
got
quite works.
$100,000 in the toilet. Now I'm gonna use that to buy ointment. Yeah, it works. Leave me alone. Get out of my fucking face, man.
I mean, that was 4.5 seconds, so I will give you just on timing wise, that was pretty
That was
good.
that was way less than
That was
that.
0.45 seconds. Maybe it was
Yeah.
immediate.
No, it
That
was
was not
4.53
4
seconds. I was fucking timing it, dude.
Bullshit.
On the Apple fucking, you don't trust this?
I just
The
watched
Apple
it back,
fucking
dude. It
timer
was less than a
stopwatch?
second. I just watched it.
You don't have that fucking capability to do playback.
You don't know. You don't know what I got.
all right. I'll give you some easier ones because I know this is okay.
No.
You want
I
you
don't
want
need
hard
easy.
mode?
Why don't we race?
I'm gonna
Eric,
type in medium
go against me.
words.
All right.
Okay, this one. All right, you better be able to fucking rhyme this one.
Go ahead.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Threesome.
Me.
Greasome.
Eric, shut up.
Threesome.
10 seconds. 11.
Teacup.
Teacup. Not even close.
Liam Neeson.
Oh, that works. That works. Yeah. 20 seconds.
Liam Neeson. threesome.
You can do proper nouns.
Specium.
I didn't
Is that a
realize
word?
Yeah.
I want to have a threesome.
Say the bar. Say the bar, dude.
Hit the bar now, Jack. Just stop. Be professional, by the way. Be professional.
this
This
is
is
for-
the Monday
this is-
episode.
Be
And
respectful.
I'm trying to be
but-
I'm trying to be the Benny Blanco ghostwriting style guy for Drake and everybody who needs help. Yeah, I want to have a threesome with different species. It's hard to say.
With speciums? Different speciums?
You mean species?
You didn't even, that wasn't even a part of your answer. You said Liam Neeson. You had a good one lined up and you just bailed on it for a word that doesn't even exist.
You guys are so soft. It's not even funny.
I wanna have a threesome with Liam Neeson.
Specium.
is no, it's no matter how many times you say it, it's not.
Oh, me and Liam Neeson drinking tea. No, wait a minute. Oh, pre-cum, that counts.
Wow.
Pre-cum, threesome. Yeah,
A pre-cum threesome. Wow. All right, I proved myself.
That was good.
And that one was
We'll end
3
on that one
seconds.
because that was good job.
That was
But
popping.
that was 20 seconds, by the
popping.
way. That was the timing was horrible on that, and you
Those
have a lot of improvements to make in terms of speed, but your lyrical abilities are unmatched.
You
All
need
right.
nicotine, Jack. You need nicotine right now
I
to speed
know.
up those fucking neurotransmitters.
Hello, I'm an amateur freestyle rapper. In my job, I just can't afford a headache. That's why I take athletic greens or athletic nicotine.
Bro, the minute that we get the Athletic Greens sponsorship, yep.
Oh, the
Cabo,
AG1
Cabo,
athletic
blackout
greens you're
Cabo
talking
experience.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god, dude!
I wish that there were travel agencies that offered entire blackout weeks. You're going to come down to our fucking neck of the woods in Nicaragua, blackout for a week. We'll send you videos. You're going to love it. Hook you up to an IV, no hangover. Back to New York City to acting. Back to the theater. Back to where you
An
belong.
all-inclusive blackout
Well,
vacation.
Let me take it to the next level.
Yeah.
Because what if it's oriented towards artists and storytellers who are craving life experiences? So
right,
they say,
like us.
just we're gonna hand you the rowdiest
Blackout
fucking...
and write screenplays.
No. We're gonna force you into life experiences that you can then write about.
Okay, I
it.
got you. Yeah.
Wow. So we
Although I
hit
do
fucking
love the-
appliances on the nose.
I do real quick. I do love I would like to participate in the blackout creative retreat of some sort, and that would be, dude, the last day when you're just so hungover and everyone has to share
Yeah.
what they've worked on for a whole week. That would be just incredible. We need to set that
Us
up.
and Rupi Kaur. You know her, the poet.
No.
She
Yeah, of
writes
course I know
that
who
poetry.
that
That
is.
mm-hmm. Us, her. Who else?
Rupee Coward?
Kaur
Mike White.
and Mike White, dude, for an amazing creative experience.
And why don't we get one athlete up in the mix?
All right.
Well, I
Woods.
guess we're at the
We'll
point
think
in
about
the
that one.
podcast. We've totally fucking. I feel like we nailed this topic
We
in a
annihilated
crazy
it.
fucking way. We
Mhm.
did. And do you feel satisfied, Eric, through because you came up with this topic? And
Yeah,
I'm just
I
wondering,
feel
like, do you feel
quite
good about
satisfied. Yeah, of course.
it? But I'm wondering what gave you guys joy this week. And by the way, that's copywritten now. We've wrote that fucking shit recently. So
Yeah.
if anybody
And
else even comes close to that topic, that's a fucking lawsuit. And our team is growing.
If anyone else says this
rapidly.
week, we'll see you in court.
I have my joy on lock, and a few things have been bringing me joy. The early morning gym, the pool, that's fucking baby shit. The stuff that really is bringing me joy is ice cubes, because we have an ice maker that I never even thought to use, and I wasn't using ice for years because it's so annoying to refill the, you know what I mean, the plastic fucking Speaking of appliances, this fucking ice maker is bringing me joy. I'm putting ice in all my water bottles. I'm drinking giant big cups of water with ice in it, and I can't get enough of it. And I'm chewing on it.
What do you think about different shapes of ice? Do you care about that?
I like it. I personally, I like that shit crushed.
You like the
up.
crushed ice, the Sonic drive-through style.
Exactly.
Ice is so
Raspberry
beautiful.
Crush.
Ice and bioluminescence.
Why haven't they combined it?
That's a future topic if I've ever heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Soil and bioluminescence. Oh, it's fucking. We have a lot to fucking talk about, dude. We need to record
ice
another
in the sky
right after this.
Fuck. All right.
Well, that's incredible,
Jack.
What gave me joy? Oh my God. I heard a child that I didn't know say a sentence that was very apocalyptic. I was just walking down the streets in New York, and this little kid said to their adult who was with them, I don't know who it was, they said, "What does this spell? FLOOD." And I thought, damn.
Fluid.
If I'm not in The Day After Tomorrow in the beginning of that movie, that was awesome. I love when kids say scary shit. And I learned how to spell a word. Suck it, Nate.
Damn, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, simply, this is actually an appliance as well, and I'm wearing them right now, and I'm listening to you guys through them right now. Is the Bose fucking quiet comfort speakers.
Quiet comfort.
Don't say a word anymore about them, okay? Because that was saved for
they're
the
amazing.
patrons, the special secret behind them. But they are coming in so crystal clear. The Bluetooth is impeccable. The sound quality is amazing. And if you want to know more about these headphones, you're gonna have to subscribe to the Patreon to have the full spectrum of that.
These are freaking
story.
prototype headphones that almost nobody's worn before.
Right. So yeah, and I think we need to give a shout out to. We have a new member of the Joy Tactics team.
There's a new member
here.
of the team.
And I'm the newest member of the Rockefeller team. You know what that's from?
Our team is expanding rapidly. And by that, I mean we have one more person in addition to the team. He's pretty much a legend in the fucking podcasting game right now. It's Mr. Julio of the Pod About List editor who's coming on board to get us fucking in shape.
Wait, chill, doxing me, bro.
Oh, am I not supposed to say your name? All right, sorry about that.
If you're in
That's why I set up these fucking recordings, bro.
We're bleeping it.
To cut that shit out.
We're bleeping
the
the
so
fuck
we'll
out of
cut
this
that
shit.
Eric
part.
will bleep it.
And we can just end on the note of thank you for
Apply
listening and rocking with us, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys. Take care. Try to take care.
Well, that concludes another incredible fucking episode of Joy Tactics. Head over to patreon.com/joytactics to unlock exclusive weekly bonus episodes. And make sure to follow us on social media where we post fire TikToks and hilarious shit like that. And if you loved the shit you just listened to, make sure to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. Thanks for listening, and remember, we are shaped by our thoughts, we become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves.